gardeners. I wanted to give you a glimpse of what the garden currently looks like. We have daffodils growing here. I filled this area up with the clearance daffodils and they are popping through. I knew they would be fine with all of the water that we got not long ago. These daffodils, most of these have been in the ground for a while, and this is a lamb's ear that I plan to get some divisions from and add to my backyard garden. So if you've watched my YouTube video, lamb's ear are one of the plants that I said I'll never have to buy again because they're so easy to divide. But right now it's looking, you can tell spring is on the way, but it's time to do a little cleanup. This is my Gara plant right there beside my redbud tree, and I just wanted to show it before I cut it back to get ready for spring growth. But I leave this up all winter long because the structure of it is just so beautiful. And I'm sure there are lots of little insects that found a home here during the winter, but I just wanted to show this because it gives you that beautiful, tall, grassy structure if you leave those stalks standing throughout the winter. I have a lot of new growth down here at the bottom, so I'm going around the garden and cleaning up so that that's one less job for me to do once the weather makes a turn. Today is February 9th, and I am currently cutting back this Hamlin grass, fountain grass. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, but I'm dividing it. I'm cutting it back first, and then taking a shovel and dividing it into two pieces. So I've done that with this one and this one. Here's one of the clumps that I dug up here. And the plan is just to add a few more of these along this walkway. So I have two more clumps right there, two big clumps that I'll be dividing. There's also two patches of muley grass in here that I meant to remove last season. So I think I will finally dig those up and put those in a different location as well. Because this is this is the Adore hibiscus right here, and that takes up a lot of space. So a lot of times these muley grasses get smothered by the hibiscus. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to keep that hibiscus there and divide or move the muley grass. Usually I'm able to just use my shovel and cut through the grass, but this one is a little more difficult. So what I'm doing is I'm using this saw, and I started from the edge and I'm just cutting this in half. So I've gotten about halfway through it. Going as deep as I can to hit as many roots as I can. And then I think I'll be able to use the shovel to get through the rest of this. Let's see. There we go. hoping I don't hit the roots of my hydrangea, but just won't dig too deep. See if I can lift this right on out. Here we go. Nice. So I will plant this in another location, probably in this same row. And I'll just come in and backfill right behind it with the existing soil and surrounding soil. Oh, look at this little clump. I always tell myself roots and shoots. So I see a few roots on this. I might try to propagate this, put this in a container, and see if I can get it to grow. It has a few roots on it and shoots, green shoots. We'll see. Yeah, some of these I just had to sacrifice. The roots were cut off from these, but I'll use it, just chop and drop, use that as a mulch. The rest of this is intact, and I can just use the surrounding soil to fill in that space. Last year I planted various seeds of kale and mustards and other things back in this area, and these have returned. They look like mustards, but I'm going to harvest these for breakfast this morning.